Hi everybody and welcome to an action figure review of the 1/6 scale White Wolf figure from SooSoo Toys. Which of course is Henry Cavill as the Witcher. And this figure should have been released many months, if not years back. It's a long time since I pre-ordered this figure, so let's check it out, see what's inside the box. First, inside the box, some detailed instructions about the figure. And that's always nice when there are instructions included. And then we have a layer of weapons and smaller accessories, the swords and the different hand sculpts. And then we have the figure itself. There are two different head sculpts with this version of the White Wolf. Here we have a complete overview of all the included accessories, so let's begin with this backpack. And it's almost so big that it can include all the accessories at once. Then we have a black cape, decent quality, two swords, and they are solid. They are not very heavy, but they are not flimsy plastic either, so I'm satisfied with the quality of the two different swords. And the details also good. You can see inscription markings here on one of the swords. Then we have a selection of different hand sculpts, and I think it's meant to look like black leather gloves. To me, it looks more like black plastic. And then we have the second head sculpt with black eyes, as we know the Witcher when he drinks his small potions. And I can definitely see some of Henry Cavill in this head sculpt. It's not 100% accurate, of course, but it's still good enough to me. And there is no question about the likeness. You'll instantly recognize the Witcher if, of course, you're familiar with the video game or the TV show, of course. Then we have 4 small bottles of potions and a knife. So let's check out the figure itself. Henry Cavill as the Witcher or the White Wolf with the head sculpt that comes on the figure. Both heads with sculpted hair, and it's a soft plastic type, so you can move around with it, but of course it's not as flexible as rooted hair. Really nice quality on the armor and the pants. Here we have the knife in the boot. We have the sword, and the armor also looks really good. The shoulder pauldrons here are magnetized, and I'll get back to that later. And also magnetized is the sword on the back of the figure. There is another version of the White Wolf released by Boss Toys. I chose this one because, in my opinion, the head sculpt is more precise. But of course, there can be mixed opinions about that. There is also a base included, and if we check out the backside of the figure here, you can see how the sword is attached by magnets, and the back of the hair, the sculpted hair. And I'm satisfied with the quality of the sculpted hair. I am also a fan of rooted hair, but this is fine to me. Most of the upper part of the figure is magnetized, so the sword can be put on the back, but also the shoulder pauldrons. And with all these magnets, it also affects the necklace of the figure, which is kind of bad. It's tricky to get it to hang like this. If you move it to the side when you articulate the figure or move the figure around, it will catch some of the magnetized areas of the chest and stay there. That's kind of annoying, but generally I like the magnetized solutions on the figure. The small different colored potions can all be put here. And some of them have a tight fit, some of them are more loose. I would definitely recommend to keep an eye on them when you move the figure around. And here we have the figure with the second head sculpt with the black eyes, looking really cool and menacing on the body. There is a great presence about the figure, and it's also very bulky and heavy. Here we have some scratched details on the shoulder pauldrons, probably by some monster. Let's focus on the articulation of the figure, and it's really, really good, most of it. There are double jointed elbows, and the head articulation is also decent, taken into consideration that the sculpted hair, of course, will hinder some of the movement, but it's fine. Then we have the leg articulation, and it's a bit more limited. I will not recommend to do the splits with this figure, and the forward kick is also a bit limited, but the knees are double jointed, and very important, the boots are designed not to hinder the ankle articulation. That is great. So all in all, I think you'll be able to put the Witcher into a wide selection of Witcher-like poses without problems. Here's a size comparison with the Witcher next to the TB League Keir figure, and Keir is slightly smaller. And then next to the Hot Toys Henry Cavill Superman, and in this case, Superman is actually slightly taller. The figure can easily balance on its own, and the stand is not really needed, but on the other hand, it's really nice to have a display stand. So here we have the Witcher with both swords ready to tackle the monsters. SooSoo Toys also gives the opportunity to display the Witcher in his black cape. And to do that, you have to remove the shoulder pauldrons, which is easily done, just like this, no problems. So with the pauldrons gone, you can put on the cape and you can create this look. I think it's great to be able to recreate some of the classic TV series poses with this figure. But I don't think I will display the figure like that with the cape. If you want, you can also display the figure without the cape and without the shoulder pauldrons. In this case, it'll look like this. If you want the figure with the huge backpack, it's also very easy to do. And then the Witcher will look like this. As I mentioned, I pre-ordered this figure a long time ago, and it's been a while since I saw the Witcher. The Boss Toys version of the Witcher, which is the alternative to this one, also comes with 2 head sculpts, and it's probably also a good figure. I'm not familiar with the quality or anything, but I'm satisfied with my choice of the SooSoo Toys version here. Sadly, we know that we will not see Henry Cavill back in the role as the Witcher, at least not as far as I know. There are a few things about the figure that could have been better. One of them, for example, the look of the hand sculpts. But all in all, I think you will get a great figure with the choice of the SooSoo Toys, the White Wolf Witcher. Good articulation, good amount of accessories, and good quality. And most important to me, when this figure is on your shelf, no one will doubt that this is the Witcher, Henry Cavill. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you'll check out some of my other videos and maybe even subscribe to the channel.